You're a character. Yep, you are. Otherwise, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is that I've been parked in the same place now for 3 days. 3 days. Same spot. My van hasn't moved from this very spot at all. I lied. I moved it forward about a foot the other day to get access in the back. But you guys will see where I am in upcoming videos. But because I'm on a bit of a delay right now. Not that much. You guys are pretty close to where I am. I think you guys were only like 4 days behind me, which is pretty good. But while I'm sitting here today, because I don't have a video ready to go, I didn't get a chance to get a video up yesterday because things have been super busy, and I've been trying to take a breather for myself, and it's been really good. Because traveling is actually quite exhausting. Who would have thought that driving around and enjoying places and always keeping on the move would just tire you out? So I've really thoroughly enjoyed these last few days, and as you can hear, it's definitely raining outside. And I love rainy days in the van, but where I am parked right now, rainy days suck. So my suggestion to all of you, if you're not living in a van yet, Chris, was there 2 of them? You got 2 cards? How'd you get 2 cards? Hey? Chrissy, you're hilarious. Oh, Chris, you're a bundle of fun. Hey? It's too early for this stuff, bro. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, parking. If it's raining out, guys, do not park under a tree because you get this very sporadic raindrops. So when you're parked outside, the rain's tinkering all nice and even across the van. When you're underneath a tree, you get all the big pelts that like build up on the leaves and go once in a while. And it's an uneven sound, which it's not as soothing as rain in the van would be. Pro tip. Another thing is, since I've been parked here, I have demolished my batteries. My battery. Well, I guess I could say batteries because I drained a Jackery battery as well too. So because my van relies on input power from my alternator while I drive to keep my deep cycle battery charged, if I don't drive, the deep cycle battery is getting 0 power. Because of that, my inverter has a alarm that goes off when it hits at 11.5, which is pretty much dead for an AGM style battery. Started to beep the other morning super early, and I didn't want to start my van because I have a couple of Sprinter vans with people sleeping in them around me right now, and I don't want to start my van at like 4 in the morning and be that jerk, you know what I mean? Especially in a scenario where we're parked on somebody's property. So my deep cycle battery was dead. So then I grabbed my Jackery battery, which was inside of this cabinet, which was running my lights, which was like at 3%. So that was dead. So thankfully I had my bigger Jackery, which I got to plug into my, are you all right there, Cruzy? But I got to plug into my laptop and keep editing. But that got me really thinking about power in your van. So I was talking to Madison from Ray Outfitted, and their Sprinter van is 2 vans over from me, and I was asking them about power because they have 960 watts of solar on the roof of theirs, and tippable solar, so they can tip it towards the sun, making it way more efficient than if it was just flat on the roof. And they were telling me that when they were in Vancouver last Christmas, they're out there for a week, that there wasn't enough sunshine on the rainy, cloudy days to keep their batteries topped up, that they had to drive around in their Sprinter just to keep their batteries topped up because they have a hefty amount of power needs in their van. Like, their van is very much like a power consumption mobile, from the induction cooktop to the security system and all the cameras and stuff like that are in there, and all the other power needs they need for working. So, but they couldn't keep up with 960 watts of solar on their roof. And then when I run out of power yesterday, you know, it got me thinking about some of you guys who are parked off grid, you know. And I know for me, I am pretty much parked off grid right now until yesterday, but I was parked off grid. And if you don't drive, I have no power. So it got me thinking about some of you guys and some things you should really think about. Like, well, how are you going to live your van life? Because I can't give you advice on things that I don't know about. Like anything I talk about on my channel, it's tried, it's true, it's my honest opinion, and it's the dead truth. But I can only tell you about the lifestyle that I'm living. I can't help you if you're putting 960 watts of solar on your roof, but you're planning on living in Vancouver and hoping to park and never drive. You might not have the power you need. And this is not the first time I've heard that solar doesn't keep up in cloudy places like British Columbia, Canada, or Canada in general. If you're in Arizona, I get it. You got sunshine all the time, or California, or wherever, where you're getting a fair amount of sun. But when you're places like where we are here in Canada, we get a good section of cloud cover about 6 months of our year, whether it be snow or rain or just plain outright overcast cloudy weather. So plan your things. Like I wish I could give you advice on this. All I can tell you guys is it was a really weird situation for me to run out of power. Like I was out. I'm like, what am I gonna do? I got one more Jackery battery left. So I ended up having to start my van yesterday and let it run here for about a half an hour just to add some power to my deep cycle battery. Then yesterday I ran an extension cord to the shop that's right beside me and I got power. So, but I'm not the only one here. There's a couple people who have their vans plugged in. You guys will see the videos of this thing here. I hope. I didn't record as much yesterday as I wanted to, but you'll see the video of this little gathering. I'm at a gathering at Ray Outfitted's property. They just bought a new property and to do their van conversions on, and that's where I've been the last 3 days. Today will be day 4. Today will be day 4 that I've been here, and I'm probably going to be here for a few more days too. But you may want to think about that for your power, because if you plan on being quote unquote off grid and you're in a cloudy climate area, I don't think your solar system is going to do what you think it's going to do. Does that make sense? You might be great in the summer, but when it comes to being fall and winter, you might be completely screwed. And I don't know what I would do, what I would have done yesterday if I was just running on solar and that was not connected to my alternator. Does that make sense? So my suggestion to you guys, if you are going to be running like a solar system, have it so you can switch it to charge off your alternator, just in case you get into a situation where you, like Madison and Rainer, they didn't have the sunshine to give them power. And if you're relying on that thing in the sky to at least break through a little bit in a day to give you power, you might be kind of screwed. So in the back here, so I'm going to take you guys on a little mini trip through my unmade bed. Yesterday I had the chance to grab power from the shop. So this extension cord is running to the shop that's right beside the van, and it's given me the opportunity to top up these. And yesterday I found that having the Jackeries was just a total damn lifesaver. Even if you just have one in your van for those scenarios, Cruz, stop chewing on these. He's making a total mess of these things, hey? These business cards are actually holding up, man. You've been chewing on this, and it still looks like a legitimate business card. It's all kind of messed up, but pretty impressed. So you may want to think about that, guys, about power and emergency power if you get in a situation like me. Because if I didn't have one of those Jackery batteries, I wouldn't have not been able to finish editing unless I started my van and annoyed my neighbors. So having a little bit of a backup battery system, whether you're in a house or you're in a van, is a he's making me laugh, is a damn good idea. So yesterday was one of those moments where I'm like, yep, Jackery, thank you for that. Because I wouldn't have been able to finish working. And I'm an early morning riser person, so it's not like, it was like 4 in the morning. It'd be different if it was 8 o'clock. I would have started my van and not cared and got power. But on the note about Jackery, while we got them on the subject here, great product, great company, and I've been standing behind this product for, well, over a year now on my channel, and I'm a big believer in it. I get the thing's durable. I've dropped it. It's gotten wet before, and it just damn well works. And my little Explorer 240, which is the smaller one, that one is like, I've had that one the longest, and it hasn't, I haven't noticed that it drains faster or it charges slower or it's not maintaining a charge. That thing, after 1 year of daily use, has been a total rock star. Anyway, everybody, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys got some information here about batteries and like solar. and deep cycle batteries while you drive. Like what are you gonna do when you're sitting still and you don't have any power coming in? So this just was a moment for me. The first time in 2 years I've ever been in a situation where I'm off grid, you know, and a moment where I just couldn't start the van and get more power or go for a drive and top it up. Some things to just kind of think about, but I think the little portable power option is a lifesaver in those situations. Whether you grab a little one, throw it in a little cupboard to keep it for emergencies, because it sure helped out. Not like working on my laptop's an emergency. I could have actually said, well, that's it, day off. But you know, I like the grind of this whole YouTube thing. So I was like, oh, I gotta work. Anyway, everybody, I love you guys. Thanks for watching this. Hopefully this helped you guys out, and hopefully the promo code helps you guys out, and hopefully you enjoyed seeing Mr. Cruz being Mr. Cruz. And your tongue's hanging out, bro. Hey, why's your tongue always hanging out?